Alright, I'm back here working on the fender of my 77 C10. This is the passenger side, and I finished up doing the patch panel on the rear. That video is posted on YouTube if you want to watch it. And so now what I'm going to do is come up here to the front and work on this area. As you can see, we got a real bad dent here, and we also got a few little pinhole rust spots. So we're going to replace this whole section. I got my patch panel here, and we'll get going on that. One thing I want to note with this patch panel, we'll come here and look at the front. This is the front of the fender. The headlight bucket is here, turn signal is here, and you can see how this patch panel doesn't cover all that. See, it doesn't go, you know, if you were to cut it off all the way up here, you would have to remake all this in here. So what I'm going to do, I made a mark right here. I'm going to start my cut there on this side, and then up in this area, I'm going to come up a little bit higher with the cut here, because this dent, I got a low spot kind of going all the way across. So I'm going to cut it kind of across like this, and then it's going to angle downwards towards this line. And just like doing the rear fender, the other patch panel, first step is finding out where all your rosette welds are, or all the plug welds. And so in this case there's one here. However, I'm not going to drill this one out. I will drill out this one. Come along the bottom here, there's one there, one there, one there, and then along the back side of the fender, you got one there, and one there. So I'll drill those out, and then I'll show you all that. Alright, I've got all the necessary spot welds drilled out, and I'm ready to make my cut. And like I said, I'm going to make an angle cut here. And so it's going to start here, cut over, and then come down at an angle to come up to this point right here. So I'll make that cut, and then I'll see if I can get this panel off. And here we go. I got the panel cut off, as you can see. And you can see inside there, we got a little bit of rust on the inner structure of the fender. You can see this is one repair that I made earlier to the inside of the fender. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. I think I might just leave it. Just spray this with some Rust-Oleum paint or something like that, and just go with it. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. But anyway, got my old panel off, and I'm going to use this as my template to come over here and cut my new panel. So I'll get started on that and take some more videos. Well, as you can see, I got my new panel pretty much cut. I got a little more fitting to do, but it's pretty close and almost ready to get welded in. And also, I just sprayed a little bit of black spray paint I had in there just to hopefully prevent some of the rust. Here, I'm going to let that dry up real quick and continue to do a little more fitting on the new panel. Alright, I've got my new panel fitted up, and got a couple of rosette holes drilled for the rosette welds. All the remaining ones you can see under there, I just drilled through the inner structure, and I'm going to weld them from the back side just like I did on the rear section of the fender. So I'm going to turn the welder on and start tacking this piece in place. So I got the welder turned on, and I'm about to start tacking. And this panel it lines up pretty well, but it needs a little manipulation to really get it to fit. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the inner fender lip. I've got that pretty well lined up. I'm going to put a tack there and just kind of work my way across, kind of forcing this down to match up with the existing fender. And hopefully it comes out good. So as you can see now, I did get the top edge tack welded into place. Definitely have your clamps handy, and you're also going to want to have your body hammer on hand as well. It helps to put the bottom, the handle of the hammer, to push down on the panel on either side, or even dead in the middle, to get them to line up, and then hit it with the tack and just kind of work your way down. Sometimes you might even need to tap on it a little bit, but so far so good, and I'll keep working on it and make another video. And there it is, at least tack welded in place. And it's a little more than tack welded. I mean, I did get all the rosette welds on it done. Now I just need to go over this seam right here with a bunch of little individual tacks and grind it smooth, and it should be done. This little patch panel was really took some finagling to get it into place, to line up. I don't know if my whole fender is kind of tweaked, or the inner structure is tweaked, because it did have that large dent that was right there in the middle. But anyway, it's in there and everything's pretty straight, and I got a little bit of excess there on the bottom that I need to cut off. Same on this side. You just come in there with the cut-off disc and take a little bit of that off. But I'll get this seam welded, and then I'll grind it smooth. And here we have the top seam all welded. Just a bunch of spot welds all the way the length of the seam over here on this side. And now all I gotta do is just grind it smooth. So I'll do that and then shoot another video. And there we have it, all finished. I got the little bit of excess that was hanging over here. I got that cut off. Same back here. There's some that was right in this area. Got that cut off. Got all the seams, the whole seam ground smooth. Got my rosette welds ground smooth. And this patch is finished. Now this video is going to be, probably 7 to 10 minutes long, but in reality, this all took me about 2 to 2.5 hours of work time to do this panel. Same with these rear panels. Sorry about the dogs barking. So yeah, 2 to 2.5 hours if you don't run into any problems. So anyway, hope this helps some people working on their truck, and I'll continue to make videos. I gotta make another one that I'll document how I fix the rust here in the wheel opening, and but that'll be another video. Thank you.